you don't have the number saved in your phone. You think, it has to be somebody from somewhere. And I get the phone, and it's one of the coaches that I know from the Ravens. And I'm like, they said, you want to be a Raven? I said, I love to be a Raven. They said, are you down to play special teams and do everything you got to do? I said, that's not even the question. I'm going to work my hardest and participate and do the things I got to do. And then they said, well, we got two picks from now, and if the teams don't pick you before we do, we're going to pick you up with the 70th pick.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the draft year in and year out, and then, you get up there and you see the commission up there announcing your name. I mean, that's just got to be surreal for you.
Oh, man, it's definitely surreal for me. I mean, I'm just blessed. First thing I wanted to do before I left Oregon was graduate college, and I graduated, and then my last long dream of playing in a professional sport came true today. And I'm just out here the Bay Area, just enjoying it with my family, so to say.
Yeah, and so on top of that, you're going to the NFL, but you're going to Baltimore, home of a pair of Ducks in both Haloti and Demetrius. That's got to be pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. I mean, those guys made a living for themselves out there. Haloti's out there, just made the Pro Bowl, and I just want to fill in their footsteps and represent Oregon as a whole, and do good for the Baltimore Ravens in my second home.
How about early in the day? You saw TJ come off the board in the second round real early in the day there. What was your thoughts? You guys talked to him at all?
I sent him a text message. I know he was getting 1,000 phone calls, and I said congrats to him, and he is well deserved because he's definitely one of the toughest people on our team and one of the great leaders in Oregon this year. That's the reason why we reached the Rose Bowl this year, and he will do very good for what the Browns have to do for him.
So you mentioned that the Ravens talked to you about playing special teams, but they got a guy there, Todd Heap, who he's certainly been a Pro Bowler in his past, but maybe his time's coming to an end. It certainly has some injury situations. Have they talked to you at all about the chance you'll get to play tight end for them?
Yeah, they talked to me a lot about it. I mean, actually, that was one of the visits I took on my 7 visits to NFL teams, and I went to the Baltimore Ravens. And they said Todd Heap, and I knew that I could learn a lot of things from Todd Heap. He was a great tight end in his career there, and he's still a great tight end. And I just want to go there and learn everything I know from him. And they actually have another guy that's in the Hall of Fame now. Their general manager. I can't think about the name off the top of my head, but the general manager is actually a Hall of Fame tight end, and I got 2 great tight ends right there to learn from and become a great tight end in years to come.
Is that Ozzie Newsome? Is that who's out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about playing for a Harbaugh?
I love him. He's definitely one of the funnest head coaches out there, and I'm excited about that. But the Ravens are going to be contenders in the next couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, certainly they've been a defensive-minded team the last few years, but I mean, just the impact you can make. I mean, what's your plan now about heading out there? When are you moving out, and what's the big overall scheme here?
Well, minicamp starts in 2 weeks, but I'm going to still be working out up until minicamp, and then when I get up there, it's going to start from there. We do minicamp and then off-season workouts. Then we get a little time off, and then I'm going to be out there from camp on. I mean, I'm going to create a home in Baltimore. I mean, even though once a Duck, always a Duck, I'm going to create a home in Baltimore and try to bring a championship out there.